let's get into this. This opening sequence of title cards is so energetic. Wait, that's not scratch and sniff. Well, that was one that was shoved right down your fucking throat. Oh, God. They didn't even try with that one. They just wanted to shove that one right down your throat. Like, the original staff would have been able to do that tactfully. That wasn't tact. It's a two-parter. So I anticipate the first half, then Pinky and the Brain, then the second half to Warner's again. Well, I messed up that one. When you have a Mission Impossible-esque parody in your composition, it has to be in 5/8, but... Duh. Okay. Drones existed in the 90s, too. Also, since when has time permanence ever been a thing in Animaniacs? Like, straight up. The Animaniacs originally are, like, 1930s cartoon characters who were brought back in the 90s. And there was, like, no time permanence. There was, like, no adjustment period or anything for them. They just were kind of there. They just were. Got my cat's playing.
A female CEO. Any interest in mentoring a young future CEO?
No, I'm a firm believer. Pulling up the ladder behind me.
Now, Robbie, what are we? Answer the woman.
Okay.
Easy to swallow tablet?
Don't mind if I do.
Hey, I'm the eating stuff guy.
They took the Teen Titans Go route with that one, where they acknowledge where they fuck up, and they think that makes it better. When acknowledging your mistakes and continuing to do them doesn't make them better. It makes them worse. I did not mean to pause there. Let me pause somewhere else. Okay. So, they got, like, the music cues, like, on point, but it's, like, just the performance is lagging, probably because WB wanted to save money by not hiring, like, a big orchestra like the original did. Oh, God.
At least we think there's still a President Trump. You see, the writers are writing this in 2018. How is that possible? The people rely on enemy price for outrageous and relevant content. Well, how can we finish catching up?
What?
We don't know what happened.
Since when? There was so much bias in all of that. Like, for one, 2008 Barack Obama was okay. 2012 Barack Obama, he just completely flipped agendas. Oh, the Russian collusion thing, like, that didn't age well. Like, this literally aired 2 hours ago, and it already didn't age well because they're joking about the Russian collusion when right now we have millions of fraudulent votes being investigated in the election right now. So, oh, jeez. You can kind of tell what kind of people wrote this one. Are we on to Pinky and the Brain? Okay. That wasn't good. It wasn't bad. It wasn't good. My biggest complaints are the things that I was calling out for months. For months in the Animaniacs revival projects, linking to articles talking about topics like this. Again, they got the music cues on point. Like, the composer for this got this down.
Okay, Brain, I'll do it. But only if it's tasteful and makes sense for my character.
Silence, Pinky.
Oh, if only they did that for God.
For my master plan.
There are more views than people who have been alive. Oh, I saw that one coming from a mile away.
Manipulating the alpha waves of the human brain.
That's not what... That's not what alpha waves are, but... Okay.
Laugh now, for I am an adult mouse costumed as a baby.
ABDL fool. Okay, the Pinky and the Brain segment was on point. I'll give them that one. Yes, stretch the time slot. Stretch the time slot. Just because you're self-aware that you're doing it doesn't mean it's okay. This is the most unenergetic chorus I've ever heard in my life. And I've heard modern English songs.
Hello.
Okay. Oh, God. We get it. We get it. You self-acknowledge that you're a shitty reboot. We get it. This is straight up a Family Guy skit technique. You remember that one scene in Family Guy where Carter Peterschmidt spends like a minute and a half like destroying a bench? Wow, really? No ending flare? Really? Really? Hey, Mickey. So I think the music cues and the composition's on point. I think the Pinky and the Brain segments are on point. I'm not a fan of the Warner segments. Not at all. I feel like I'm driving on railroad tracks with the Warners, and then a train suddenly comes by and it's like, oh shit, I gotta get back on the road. You get back on the road, and then you decide, you know what, I'm gonna get back on the train tracks. Maybe I won't run into a train that time. There was also no Hello Nurse, and Dot didn't boast about her cuteness at all, which is stuff I've kind of been calling out for months. So you can kind of tell what kind of agenda these writers are trying to push with these Warner segments. However, these feelings are not set in stone. That was just one episode, there are 12 more to watch, and I'm going to take them all in doses. I'm not going to binge watch them, because it's usually a much more enjoyable experience to just not binge watch something. But I hope you guys got more enjoyment out of the Warner segments than I did, because that was... I already went in with low expectations, and they got undercut just by that episode alone, so... we'll see how this goes.